What is going on, y'all? My name is Travis Owen, back again with another video. In this one today, I'm going to be checking out another one from Brian Justin Crum. I've done a couple reactions to Brian already, and I absolutely love his voice. I first saw him on the song Rise that he did with Superfruit, and he blew me away. I knew nothing about him. I didn't see anything from him previously, and then I started looking into him because other people have suggested it. Thank you so much. And in this one today, I'm going to be watching his performance on the finale of America's Got Talent in 2016. His performance, his version of Michael Jackson's Man in the Mirror. It took me a little bit of time to get to this because I am very picky about Michael Jackson songs. I am a huge Jackson Family fan. I love Michael, I love Janet. Those two have had such an influence on me and are my two favorite musical artists of all time. So when someone does one of their songs, particularly Man in the Mirror, I'm very picky. I'm very, very, very critical. And 9 times out of 10, I do not like what somebody did with it. So it took me a minute to get to this because I wanted to mentally prepare myself that I might not love it or I might actually love it, and we'll see how it goes. So before I jump into it, make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit that notification bell so that you don't miss out on future reactions. Leave me a comment. I would love to hear from you. Let me know what you think I should react to next. Is there other stuff from Brian Justin Crum that you think I should check out that I haven't seen before? Let me know. I will post his other things that I've reacted to up in the cards somewhere in this video, so make sure you look at those. And without further ado, let's check out Brian Justin Crum on the America's Got Talent finale 2019 or 2016, his performance of Michael Jackson's Man in the Mirror.
Performing for $1 million, here's Brian Justin Crum.
Press play. Okay.
Hey Ryan, congrats on making it to the finals. I've been voting for you the whole time.
You're going to win America's Got Talent. I know it.
Hey Brian, you got fans all the way in Ontario, Canada.
I never thought when I started this journey that my story would have such an effect on so many people.
I just wanted to let you know that your story really resonated with me.
I was horrifically bullied to the point where I had to switch schools.
And I dealt with a lot of depression and self-harm, eating disorder.
I was diagnosed with anxiety and depression.
And it's people like you that are going to help other kids not have to go through what we went through.
Knowing what it is like to go through all of that and to not know if you're going to make it out on the other end. I know what that feels like.
Listening to your music has really helped me through a lot.
You make me believe and have hope that everything will work out in the end. And to not let the haters let me down.
Just knowing that I can help somebody get through that is why I'm here, and I know that this is what I'm meant to do.
So from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much, Ryan. You're such a light in this world. We can't wait to see you in the finale. Love you. Good luck.
You know, I will say that I love, like, Brian's, his story is really what made me connect to him as well. And I know that I'm 5 years too late to his journey and his story, but it is touching and it is so meaningful that there's somebody that 5 years ago, and for the past 5 years, there's somebody that these kids these days, and it doesn't have to be a kid, can look on TV and see that you know, they can come out on the other side of the bullying and of the hating yourself. I totally get where he's coming from.
I'm gonna make a change for once in my life. It's gonna feel real good, gonna make a difference, gonna make it right. A summer disregard, broken bottle tie in a one-man show. We follow each other on the I want you to know I'm starting with the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways.
Woo!
And no message could have been any clearer. If you want to make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and then make that change. Somebody's broken heart in a long lost street. Follow the pattern on the window seat, 'cause they got no place to be. That's why I'm starting with me.
Wow. Woo!
BJC!
All right, before I hear what these judges have to say, all right, so if I'm going to be honest, I said that there's 9 out of 10 times that I hate when someone covers a Michael Jackson song, and this is one of those times that I am obsessed with the way someone covered a Michael Jackson song. That was amazing. That was so smart of him to do. He played into his strengths. I think the reason why I hate when most people do Michael Jackson songs is because they don't take the artistic, they don't put themselves in it. They try to emulate or try to imitate Michael. Brian Justin Crum did not do that. He put such a spin on that song that it was so... That performance makes you think of those words even more, in my opinion, because it is about coming out on the other side. It is about looking at yourself and saying, I'm going to change. I am going to change. You have to look at you. You have to start with you. And this song, the way that was arranged and the way that song, the buildup was insane. His vocals were insane. I love at the end they brought in the background vocals and it got kind of chanty like it does with the Michael version. I loved that. That was so smart. That was so good. That was my favorite version of this song that I have ever heard other than the original one. And I am so picky. If people who know me in my personal life know that I am obsessed, love Michael Jackson. I bawled when Michael Jackson died. I had to call out of work that day, the day of his funeral, because I was an emotional wreck. He's the first musical artist I was introduced to when I was younger. I'm not kidding when I say Michael and Janet were the soundtrack of my life as a child, and I grew up and still loved them as an adult. And I love Michael. I love Michael Jackson. I love Michael Jackson. I am so picky when it comes to other people doing his music, but Brian Justin Crum knocked it out of the park. I think Michael Jackson would be very proud of this performance. So let's see what the judges have to say.
Brian Justin Crum got everyone on their feet. Mel B, how much did you enjoy that?
Brian. I mean, every time you perform, it's just absolutely stunning. You know what? That was a risk to do that song, but I think that risk is going to pay off because you owned it and you made it your own. And those notes, that power in that voice is just undeniable. I love you.
Heidi.
I mean, no one sings with that much drama, with that much intensity like you just did. I mean, it was really powerful. And, I mean, it felt like you were singing for your life today. Or for $1 million. Maybe it will be the $1 million. Who knows? I hope everyone votes for you. You're fantastic, Brian. Good luck!
Simon.
Brian, you know, that tape before you sang, I mean, that tells me everything about you and the person you are and what you've achieved. More than just being a great singer, it's what you've done over the past few weeks. I thought when the song first started, I thought you just made a huge mistake here.
I felt the same.
Halfway through, I thought, actually, you know what, you just made the best decision of your life with that song. I really do. I thought it was really, really incredible. And you know something, Brian? There is a big difference between people who come on every week and just sing and are forgotten, with you, you are just a naturally brilliant performer. Congratulations.
Howie, you know, I've used this term with you before. It's epic. You know what? If I was going to be totally honest, Michael Jackson's arrangement I like better. Your performance was epic. You made it your own. That's all subjective. It couldn't have been better. It couldn't have been bigger. It was wonderful. America's got a tough decision.
Yeah.
BJC, a performance of a lifetime. A sharp-dressed man taking a risky shot at a Michael Jackson song. What would it mean to win this entire thing?
I mean, it would really mean everything to me. And, you know, tonight was for everybody who has felt like they don't belong, like they aren't good enough. I love you so much, and thank you. Thank you for this opportunity. And
well, good luck tonight, B. This is for $1 million, people. Only one act can win, so make sure your favorites get all the votes.
All right, y'all. That was Brian Justin Crum, Michael Jackson, Man in the Mirror. Like I said, I loved that. I agree with what Howie said. No one can touch. You know, Michael Jackson's that's the quintessential version of this song. No, you can't top it ever. No one ever will be able to. But what Brian did was amazing, and he put his own spin on it, and it was awesome. And it is okay to not have outdone the original. The original is the original for a reason. There's very few people who can outdo an original version of a song. That's not the point. The point is he made it his own. He took a risk. And like Simon said, 30 seconds in, I was like, oh, I don't know. He sounds good, but I don't know. But as the song was building, I was like, holy crap, he has done it. He has done it again like he did when I saw Creep, and that was amazing. I love it, and even more than his vocals and his performance and that epic performance is the story behind it. And I think that Brian Justin Crum is an awesome guy. So I'm so glad to be on this planet to be able to witness his talents. So even though it's 5 years later. Anyways, my name is Travis Owen. This is Tea Time with Travis. Thank you so much for spending some time with me. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit that notification bell so that you don't miss out on future reactions. Leave me a comment. I would love to hear from you. Let me know what you think I should react to next. And go check out the playlist. Go check out the other Brian Justin Crum reactions that I've done. And I will see you all on the next one. Bye.